Like
We
I
all
told
saw
you,
it.
if
The
God want me
moment the
free, He
news
gonna keep
broke,
me free.
Bowie
If He
Batazar
not,
and Torrance Hatch
gonna
found
send my
himself straddling
jail.
two worlds,
That be
one foot on
calm.
the stage, the other
That's all that
dangling
be.
over federal
Well, I
time.
mean, you've done it before.
He didn't sugarcoat it either. On August 4th, he told fans on X like a preacher laying down truth, "I have accepted a plea deal from the federal government regarding my gun case. God doesn't make mistakes, and I'm tired of fighting." You could feel the weight in those words. The exhaustion wasn't abstract, it was lived. For over a year, his life had been whittled down to a tug-of-war between his freedom and a system dead set on chaining him to two pistols, a black Glock 19 and a black and purple Hellcat. Not just props, but the centerpiece of the government's case. Those guns, prosecutors said, crossed state lines. That detail turned a traffic stop into a federal indictment. On paper, he faced up to 15 years. Prosecutors, though, recommended 2 years inside with 3 more on supervised release, the leash that follows. 2 years might not sound like forever, but for an artist whose livelihood depends on every show, every stream, every second of momentum, time hits different. This was never just about a traffic stop.
You don't know what the judge will do, but from what I understand, there is a pretty good chance of you getting probation or just like, a couple months, considering the time served and so forth.
I don't know. It's up to the judge to give me credit for my anger monitor.
Exactly.
It's up to the judge to give me credit for my.
He was right. Rewind to San Diego, June 2023. Fresh off a music video shoot, Bowie left in his car, lights and cameras fading behind him. Overhead, a police helicopter tracked his every move. This wasn't chance. Police had already been watching his Instagram, where earlier that day he'd posted himself with a gun tucked in his waistband. For a felon barred from even touching a firearm, let alone flashing it online, it was a red flag waving in neon. The stop was precise, surgical. Inside the vehicle, 2 handguns. Investigators later revealed an associate had checked those weapons onto a flight from Atlanta to San Diego. That paper trail was a prosecutor's dream and Bowie's nightmare. The charges followed fast. California gave him a break briefly. By 2024, the state's case crumbled and Bowie was quick to spike the ball. He told Courthouse News, 90% of people thought I was going to prison, but God had a different plan. But that plan turned out to be a cruel bait and switch. The Fed
knew we were going. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to celebrate. Say, boy, I can't wait till Boosie go to jail. Say, boy, I'm gonna have me I'm gonna go live all day long when Boosie go to jail and let y'all request. I'm rubbing.
Picked up the pieces just weeks later, same evidence, different court, and a whole lot harder to slip through. What stands out most isn't just the case itself, but the way Bowie carried it. He wore fatigue like a badge of honor and denial like armor. Online, he acted like nothing was changing. The shows? Still on. The annual pool party? Still drowning in champagne and questionable swimwear. Fans flooded his DMs, worried their city might get cut from the tour, but Bowie brushed it off. Sentencing won't be for 2 or 3 months, he said on Instagram. So, I'm going to be at every show, of course. The words were delivered with just a shade too much defiance, a little too hungry for validation. From the outside, he looked untouchable, a man who could ink a guilty plea in the morning and headline a concert that
forever long as Boosie in jail. I'm gonna make fun of his mama. I'm gonna make fun of his new girlfriend that just had the baby. They gonna have to go breastfeed the baby in the visitation room. They gonna have to pump the milk. Say, Boosie, I got perfect attendance as a father. You done been to jail on Tootie, the Ivy little girl, whoever ever know you don't want to